Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Thursday, January 16th, 2025. It's time to take a look at the economic calendar to see what is going on the markets today. We're going to start with the London session. No, first there are some data from Australia. So the Asian session is first. Employment change, unemployment change and unemployment rate has been provided and published here on this website. Economic calendar. This data from the Australia looks quite good, and unemployment rate at the same level of 4%. Unemployment change up from 28,000 to 56,000 jobs. Now, GDP from the UK is the major event of the first major event of the London session. GDP up from minus 0.1 to 0.1 basically, but it's still below the expectations of 0.2%. Trade balance shrinks even further, and trade balance to non-European countries shrinks even further. The other data are from Germany. German CPI beats the expectations and increases from 0.4% to 0.5%. So a slight inflationary pressure from German industry. Production from the UK increases from minus 0.6 to minus 0.4, but it's far below the expectations of 0.1%. The same situation is with the manufacturing production. We are still waiting for the trade balance data from the Eurozone, which is scheduled for release at 11 o'clock, and the ECB will publish the account of the monetary policy meeting minutes at 1:30. Interest rate decision in Poland today at 2 o'clock. Then we got the monthly GDP tracker from the UK at 2 o'clock, and then we got data from US and Canada because we entered the US session. Housing starts from Canada, scheduled for at least Q4 2. Then we have the major events of today: initial jobless claims, retail sales and core retail sales, together with the Philadelphia Fed manufacturing index. All of this data are a bunch of mixed results. Some of them are expected to be improved, like initial jobless claims. Some of them are expected to decrease, like retail sales or core retail sales. So a mixed bag of data is scheduled for use at 2:30. Then we got business inventories scheduled for release at 4 o'clock. Then we have a speech from FOMC member Williams. That's at 5 o'clock. 7 o'clock, as usual, Atlanta Fed GDP now. And then we got some data from the New Zealand business PMI from New Zealand scheduled for release at 10:30. And at the same time, Fed's balance sheet is scheduled for release. So the US session seems to be way more interesting, way more busy than the London session. However, the London session looks very nice as well. So without any further ado, let's switch to the charts. Let's look what is going on the charts, and we are going to start with cable. So after the data was published, the British pound versus the US dollar reversed from the technical resistance at 1.2301, perfectly reversed from the resistance. Bearish engulfing pattern into the A, B and C corrective cycle. Let me just take a look here. There you go. This is something like that. A, B, C to the upside, and the three waves move to the upside is always corrective. That was widely expected. Let me just see how much did we travel to the upside. The price range is here. So the last correction was 1.74. How big is this one? This one is 1.69. Well, almost equal corrections, which means this market will be going lower if these proportions are still visible. So typical correction, equal corrections means the downtrend is strong. Next level to visit for the bears, 1.21 and then 1.2035. So we are getting closer to the 1.2 level anyway. Euro dollar. Euro dollar, the same situation, despite the fact that we have a bullish divergence still. Even after the movement to the upside, we have a little bit higher this correction. There you go, 1.74, 1.90 was the last one. So again, quite similar corrections. However, after testing 100 periods moving average, after testing the technical resistance, 1.3447, and without, and even despite the fact that we've done a local high 1.0355, big bearish engulfing pattern happened here. RSI dropped down to the level of 50, and since then we've been consolidating into very narrow zone. This situation here looks still very uncertain, but it looks like the market found some kind of a support somewhere around this level of 1.28, 1.0283, sorry. And then of course the question is whether this will be ABC to the downside, possibly towards 1.0242, and then the resumption of this movement to the upside or any breakout lower would expose 1.0181. For now, we have a strong signal, strong indication, strong clue from bears saying you shall not pass above 1.0355. So this technical resistance is still there. Major one. We can even apparently move this this line here, because right now we got the newest data. So let's just move this apparently way to the pip. There you go. And of course this correction is done. So now it looks like that. The situation looks like this, and this one will go here. So that's the supply zone. No movement to the upside without a strong bullish breakout above the supply zone. So that was the euro dollar. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. What is going on here? We've been trying to measure the triangle. However, it didn't actually work because we have the overthrow way below this potential triangle. So it's very skewed, if you ask me. This triangle is. However, you see. And then we even went below the wave A low, so it's definitely not a triangle. Something else is going on here. Not quite sure what is going on here. However, we still have this trend line here that might be some sort of the clue of what the market wants to do next. If we apply it here, then we can see that this is very solid trend line. The outlook is still to the upside, so the outlook remains bullish, despite the fact that we didn't actually recognize the pattern. Well, it wasn't the triangle anyway. So support 180, and there is intraday support 5,943. If you ask about the resistance, I guess that the next one is 5,999, basically 6,000 points, and eventually 6,020 is the next target. So this is how we what we got on the S&P 500. Big resumption to the upside, which is quite surprising, from the support at 5,769, which is quite surprising because there is nothing here in the past. So possibly something else was going on here. The current most possible, let's say, most possible cycle is like this, with very big and very irregular flat wave B cycle internal, right? So we got this correction. Nevertheless, it's still the correction. It doesn't matter however how you label it right now. Momentum is very strong, 68 points. We are narrowing the extremely overbought conditions on a 4-hour chart. There is a trend line here. There is a technical resistance, a wave be high, another technical resistance. Well, it might not be that easy. It might not be that easy for the bulls right now. We need some sort of the pause, some sort of the pullback, and then we will see whether the market is ready for 6,000 points again. So the SP 500 looking bullish. However, please notice the fact that market conditions are extremely overbought. Let's take a look at the crude oil at the daily time frame chart, maybe, because it looks like, there you go, we are breaking above the level of 80. So the highs from the this is the August 2024 juice has been violated. The crude oil is the most expensive in at least 6 months. The next target, of course, is located higher. So the next target is located here, and this is 84.50. Again, a key technical level, and it looks like, despite the fact that the momentum is on the extremely overbought conditions on a daily time frame chart, the bulls are still in charge of the market, and that push to the upside might be very important. We might see some kind of a spike up and then a fade of this movement. So please stay focused, stay vigilant. So far the market is under the bullish pressure, and despite the fact that it is overbought, nevertheless we keep going higher. And Bitcoin is our next asset. As you can see, after the big nice pin bar candle, the market reversed and now is testing the trend line. The trend line breakout is needed in order for the Bitcoin to move even higher. This is 99,000. Basically, this is $100,000. You can see it clearly here. What is going on? The recent movements to the upside. Let me just scale my chart. There you go. Something like this is needed, and the market is right now moving in a tight range, very tight range. Tested the trend line but reversed a little bit, not too much, just a little bit of a reversal. We are trading above 100 periods moving average. We are trading above the demand zone. Next target 2,698. This is the swing high from the January 7th. Very interesting situation. Market hits the extremely overbought conditions. Maybe some sort of the pullback is needed, but it's clear that bulls are still in charge of this market, eyeing another target on the Bitcoin. So please stay focused. The immediate technical supports are 98,554, and then there is one more at, let me just take a look, 96,103. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.